It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, AM 1160, 101.1 FM. Our conversation with Mario Luther brought to you by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people, and he is on the telephone line with us this morning. Mario Luther, good morning.
Good morning, Todd. Good morning. Hope everything's going well. It's a gorgeous morning, and another day, another step forward, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. You just got to take them one day at a time, and that's what we're doing. As we look into next month, of course, we'd like to be taking a step or two on a golf course, but that's not going to be happening. The Luther Ford Charity Golf Classic won't be happening this year, but the cause which it supports is ongoing, and you've done you've done an amazing thing to make sure that the Women's Imaging Center at IRMC is helped out. Tell us about the Classic itself. It's been for a lot of years, and its beneficiary this year would be that Women's Imaging Center.
Yeah, Todd, unfortunately, because of COVID-19 and the situation, not just here, across the world, it's an unfortunate situation. But, about a month or so ago, a little longer, not knowing how long this was going to last, or does anybody know, started to try to think of other ways that we could help still compensate and do something for the hospital, because it's definitely an area that we're close to, and we've been the last several years. So we started thinking, if this continues to go on and there's a hold just on, social distancing, how could we do something? So I decided that, what we could do, unfortunately, because we can't get together in golf, was that what I'd like to do is ask the people that have supported it over the many years that if they would be good enough to contribute monies. And then what we could do is Luther Ford Lincoln would match the funds up to $7,500, and that we could still help the hospital raise some funds for the Women's Imaging Center. So that's what we started to do. We originally sent out invitations, early in February, save the date, not knowing that this was hitting, and then sent out the actual invitations in March, and then this came. So I thought, what's another way that maybe we can still help out and raise some funds and keep our social distancing? So that's what we kind of do. We opened a site on our Facebook, and we mailed out invitations again saying that it's canceled, but any bit would help, and whatever you would donate, we would match it dollar for dollar, up to $7,500. So our goal is to try to get as close to $15,000, maybe over, for the IRMC Women's Imaging Health Center.
Yeah, absolutely. And what a great thing that is to do. So for folks who don't know how to do that, how do I give? What are the ways that they can contribute?
I'll tell you what, Todd, a couple of ways. One, they could, a lot of people, if they'd like to, they would could call the dealership at 724-479-8083 and just, speak to one of the people in the accounting, and they can mail a check in, and it's just simply, the Luther Ford Charity Golf Classic, or that would work. Or you go on our Facebook. In our Facebook, there is a download where you can do it directly for some people that want to do it, with credit card and not write a check. And if you go on our Facebook, there's a site also where people are donating, and it shows, it's pretty self-explanatory. So one of the two ways, and however you can do it, whatever works best, the traditional way, or if you want to go on our Facebook, Luther Ford, Lincoln Facebook, and you can do it that way. So we've got some donations in. It's growing. I had a number of donations in already that aren't on the Facebook, but mailed in, and were very nice. That I talked to a lot of people that said, just keep the contribution.
Oh, yeah.
And that. So it just tells you, as tough as things are, people obviously not working, and employment as it is, we don't have to, I guess, get into that, but people still find a way to give and help out, and I guess it's what we do as Americans, huh?
Yeah, it absolutely
help each
is.
other.
Now, thinking about the Classic itself, it's a lot of years. How many years has it been going on?
This would have been, I'm trying to think, it was number 34.
Wow.
This would have been, and so, we were planning on it. Actually, I was surprised we'd really gotten a good jump on it, because, I think we started a little earlier in February to get the items out, and it being a light winter, I don't know, but we had more applicants come in earlier than we normally do, besides the businesses that contribute every year that, everybody works with in that. So, it looked like it was going to, really be a nice turnout, which it usually is. People come out, they support, like they do a lot of them, a lot of the good charities. So, the last several years, as you know, it's been for the IRMC and the Women's Imaging Center. So it's been a really nice turnout. Been able to raise, thousands of dollars, and we're looking forward to this year. Even looking to kind of maybe postpone it, but with all the other golf outings in Indiana, it's difficult because you don't know how you're going to push in or push back into it. And unfortunately, Todd, I don't know how long. Who knows how long it's going to go?
Yeah, that's the problem with it. But the good thing is that the cause is still there, and people can help the cause. And in this case, I know you've helped a number of different charitable organizations or other organizations down through the years with the Classic. And IRMC's Women's Imaging Center right now is just as much in need as it was if you were holding the Classic or not. So people can still give.
Yeah, they can still contribute. And. Like everybody, love to be able to help find a cure or help prevent or help people get through it with the breast cancer and that, and any way that we could help. It's always been something that seems to have touched somebody. I mean, it may not be an immediate member, a friend, whoever, a friend of a friend, a sister, a mother, a brother. And so it's something that I think that is near and dear to everyone, and it's touched almost everybody at some point. So whatever we could do, instead of just saying, listen, we'll skip till next year, I figured, we'll give it a shot, see how it's going. And I'm going to tell you, it's only the 14th, of the month, 15th. And we're getting contributions, and I'm getting contributions that are coming in, they're coming into the dealership, just from the entries. And the people have really been good. I mean, they've, just listen, please keep it, happy that you're going to match it, and we'll see how far it goes. But I'm pretty optimistic. It's, anything is better than, zero.
Absolutely. So
All
right. So terrific.
I appreciate your support in the radio station.
Oh, we're so happy to do it. Now, again, folks can either call the dealership and get some information. They could just send a check in to the delership or go to that Facebook page, and it's pretty easy to do it in that manner as well.
Which you guys were good enough to put on yours, that you guys had shared, that Renda Broadcasting shared with everybody too, and we're getting views on it and getting monies both ways, and we're going to run a Todd up through the May is.
Oh, you still there?
We're going to run up. Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, we're still here.
Hello. Yep.
Yeah.
Still
Good.
Here. We're going to run it up through, up through May, and then make the donation and look forward to try to hit that $15,000 mark, and one other notch to try to help people prevent breast cancer.
Yeah, that's terrific stuff. Mary, if you don't mind, I'd like to turn the conversation in a different direction because folks might have some confusion about this. With the dealership, with any auto dealership, in Harrisburg this week, they're trying to reintroduce or to introduce legislation that is going to get those dealerships open up again for car sales. But for folks who don't know and they've got car issues or they want to know about cars, what can they do? What can Luther Ford do?
Well, I'll tell you what we're doing, and there's a number of them, not just us, but we're open for service and parts for people that do need their car serviced and have to get to work that are still employed, whether it's healthcare, medical, doctors, So we're open 8 to 5. We pick up and deliver cars within a 20-mile radius. We sanitize them, and we have enough area, in our showroom and customer lounge that you can keep your social distancing. So we pick up, we'll drop off. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturdays, 8 to 12. Mm-hmm. We're wiping down everything with disinfectant, and that's where we're at right now. And supposedly there's a big bill coming up today that may reopen them a little bit more as far as with the internet cells.
Yeah.
So that's supposed to be today. We'll see what happens from there. But that's kind of stigma a little bit. There are some vehicles that are, accidents. People need vehicles, and we still want to respect the distancing in the COVID-19. Everybody does. I know that. Yeah, but there's some emergencies out there that there's not much you can do. So we're hoping that happens today, Todd. But if not, the service end of it, is open for service. And you can call for an appointment. You can go online, set it. You can ask us to pick it up. We'll pick it up and drop it off, and keep it sterilized.
Yeah, I noted on the website today that Jim Struzzi is one of the co-sponsors of the bill. It made it through committee yesterday and looks pretty strong and that you ought to at least be able to do that. Because eventually, as good as every service department is, eventually cars do need to be replaced.
They do.
And
they do. And you know how big, like a lot of businesses, but auto, construction, keeps the economy moving, but yet we have to be safe, and I understand that. So you try to stay by the rules, and move forward. And I'm hoping that, as we get this week, maybe we start to see the flattening and it starts to go the other way for everybody.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that want to get out there and work.
Absolutely. Okay, so once more for folks with the Luther Ford Charity Golf Classic, might not be able to swing the sticks this year, but you can still give to benefit the Women's Imaging Center. You can call the dealership. You could just mail a check to the dealership. You can go to the Facebook page. You can go to our website, and it'll link right up to it.
You got it. I appreciate it, Todd. Thanks for all your support over the years.
My pleasure, and thank you. Thank you.
Good talking to you.
You too. Have a wonderful day today.
You too.
There you go.
Take care of yourself.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. There is Mario Luther here this morning on the Voice of Indiana County, WCCS, AM 1160 and 101.1 FM.